Hey everyone, welcome to the Coyote Country Lodge. We're going to talk about rifle sight-in distance on this episode, but before we get into that, let's go over why we haven't posted anything in a while. We lost some of the files for what we were doing, our virtual set, so we basically had to rebuild the whole thing from scratch. We got that fixed, now we're back into this thing, hopefully bringing you guys consistent, reliable episodes every week or every other week, just kind of depending on how our schedule goes. But basically that's what happened with that. So this week we're going to talk about rifle sight-in distance, and this is brought to you by PredatorHuntingWorld.com. Rifle sight-in distance, what do I mean by that? Basically, how far do you sight your rifle in when you're going to go out hunting coyotes? Do you want it at 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards, or beyond? For us, we sight in at 200 yards. It's a great balance between what we're typically shooting coyotes, which is between 100 yards and 300 yards. So for us, 200 yards is a perfect balance between the two. At 100 yards, I'm just shooting a little bit high, so about a half inch, just aim about a half inch low on the coyote. And if I have to go out to 300 yards, all the way out that far, I'm about 4.5 inches low. So I just aim just slightly below his back, the top of his back, and that drops the bullet down right on spot. Now I know most guys, a lot of guys do sight in at about 100 yards. And if you're close quarters, you know, your coyotes aren't that far away, that's gonna be fine. But at 100 yard sight in, if you're gonna shoot out at 300 yards, you're considerably lower at that point, and it's a whole lot more guesswork if you're gonna sight in at 100 yards. So for us, honestly, 200 yards is the perfect balance for us in the wide open sage flats that we're hunting in to shoot these coyotes and get them down on the ground. So guys, this episode is brought to you by PredatorHuntingWorld.com. That's our official store for coyote country gear, apparel, t-shirts, hats, that kind of stuff. If you want to follow us online, social media wise, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, our handle for all three of those is Coyote Country TV. Or if you just want more information about our show Coyote Country that airs on the Pursuit channel, that's coyotecountry.tv. Guys, remember, it's always better being out in the field than it is sitting home on the couch.